Hey guys, it's Taylor Cusack, and I am on Chasin Birdies.
What's up, everybody? We're back here for another episode of Chasin Birdies, and here we are on this fine Thursday after the PGA Championship.
It's the biggest Thursday of the year.
And tell me why.
Well, for one, it's a member guest, Pete Dye Golf Club, and it's our first major of the year. So I am really excited about this incredible PGA Championship that we had over the weekend. Tell you, more and more people that you talk to, the layout was really hard. I mean, Saturday, a lot of people blasted the PGA about it, but in reality, boys, I mean, they can't control the wind. They can't control the weather, and I think that played a factor into it.
Yeah. It definitely had some similarities to, call it the British. On Saturday, I'm saying, with the wind, the temps were in the 50s. I mean, Jason Day had a freaking toboggan on, which I like. But
I mean, boys,
but
it's 50, it's 55.
It's PGA Champ. And again, they changed it from August to May, which
hey, and you're holding in Oklahoma. I mean,
Yeah.
I survived the storm out there, boys. We'll
Right.
get into that for another day.
no, it was interesting though. Seeing some
it was
players.
cool that you'd never heard of up there
Right.
on the leaderboard and things like that. So that's really cool. But Bud, I mean, we got to load the car up. We got to skedaddle on down to Pete Dye. We got a 9-hole practice round at 9:10 this morning. So, but I want to thank LinksBrewing for being a sponsor of the show. Check them out at LinksBrewing.com. They have many offerings in the beer world, but the most important offering is the Chasin Birdies Blonde Ale, which, dude, I'm waiting for somebody to tell us it's not good.
Yeah, just someone say it. It's not good.
But everybody loves it, and everybody's really loved the other offerings they've had too.
Yeah.
So it's been good. It's a great brewery, and we're very, very excited to have them on board and be a partner with us.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited to have you on board for this year's member guest at Pete Dye Golf Club, which is kicking off today. I know you've been honing your game in a little bit, but I know you've been hitting some more chips.
It's probably the most I've worked in my golf game.
Yeah, I'm so stoked to see it. And funny enough that the PGA Championship took place in Oklahoma. And our guest today on Chasin Birdies, Miss Taylor Cusack, she hails from Oklahoma.
Social media, I guess you call it social media famous, is that?
Yeah, she's a public figure in the golf world for Instagram and social media. She hosted a show with Bally Sports. I mean,
she does a lot. I mean, again, we hung out with her at Nemacolin at the Masters party and got a great swing, pounds the ball.
Yeah, you know what I like about Taylor is she actually loves golf.
Loves golf.
Loves it. She's not, posing up there trying to think she's a golfer or whatnot. No, she loves golf. And, we played.
She's a very pretty girl. Yeah, she's a very pretty girl that can golf.
Yeah, and hats off to that.
She's not just a very pretty girl that posts photos.
Right.
So we've built a nice relationship with her, and she was awesome. And again, we have a sponsor, Nemacolin. We both are sponsored by Nemacolin, so it fit right. And let's roll it on over to Taylor Cusack and talk a little bit about some meat.
Here we go. As you all know by now, Chasin Birdies is proud to be partners with Holderness and Bourne. Check them out online at hbgolf.com. Holderness and Bourne makes fabulous pieces that help you look good on the course, even if your game is not up to par. Check out their new arrivals now for this golf season. Also, head on over to chasinbirdies.com to get some custom Chasin Birdie gear from Holderness and Bourne. We'll continue to drop these pieces through every season. That's chasinbirdies.com and Holderness and Bourne at hbgolf.com. All right, y'all, we are back here on Chasin Birdies. Man, we got a golfer, we got a social media influencer on hand today. Taylor Cusack joins us here on Chasin Birdies. And Taylor, it's great to meet you.
Hey, you too. I'm excited.
And thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's already a difference. There's a difference. She's an actual social media influencer. You're a
poser.
Yeah.
No, I don't even. No. Let's retract that statement because I don't know half the time what I'm doing. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have Facebook.
You're
I do
good
like
at it,
Instagram though.
Hey, at least you're starting somewhere.
Exactly.
I can help.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you seem to know how to manage the waters, so to speak. So, it's nice to see you here at Nemacolin Jonathan and I here, and you, obviously, we love this place.
It's pretty magical. To say I'm obsessed with Nemacolin is an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
What can't you do here?
I mean, it's pretty magical. You can think up anything and it will be here. And if it's not, it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's it.
No, that's the truth right there. I mean, they do everything to the nines here. So that is 100% true. I mean, you need anything, they'll have it for you. I mean, my man over here was playing blackjack one night and wanted Sour Patch Kids, and the person ran across the street to the gas station for him.
Yeah.
So just things like that they do here to make your visit that much more special. But yeah, they take care of all of us, yourself and us, and it's pretty magical here from top to bottom.
It's funny you say that. I kind of have a similar story. So I was hanging out with a group in the cigar bar, and I don't smoke, but I just wanted to hang out and talk with everybody. And the guy came over and he was like, well, can I make your stay a little bit more enjoyable? I mean, I know you don't smoke, but you're hanging out. And I was like, I'll kill for some chocolate.
Ooh.
And he's like, oh, okay. He disappeared. A couple minutes later, came back with several chocolate bars to choose from. I was like, okay, I like it here.
Yeah, you'll stay.
So make sure you go to nemacolin.com, check them out, reserve a room for you and your friends or significant other or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. All right, I don't judge. Bring them here to Nemacolin. It's awesome. Yeah, let's get rolling into this, Taylor. I followed you before any of this became anything, Chasin Birdies, the podcast, and you have a huge social media following. So starting back when you were in college, you played college golf. Where did you play college golf?
At Oklahoma City University.
Okay, Oklahoma City University. When you came out of there, what was your plan in life?
Yeah, so I graduated and I kind of wanted to figure out really what I wanted to do. I took a year to travel, hang out with my friends, kind of just enjoy myself before I just jumped into the real adult world. And I was fortunate enough where I had parents that were okay with it. Yeah. And so I kind of started traveling a little bit. I documented what I did, and it kind of just turned into a job. People started liking it. People started following me. They enjoyed that I was always golfing a lot, and I just started getting a little bit more followers. And so it just kind of happened out of nowhere.
And was it all because of golf, or was it your traveling?
I think it was a little bit of both. So I think they liked that I was not golfing at the same place. It was always somewhere different. It was always somewhere newer, fun, different atmospheres. And Barstool Sports kind of picked it up. So they reposted one of my videos that I did, and that just kind of helped me a little bit more on gaining followers, and people started liking what I did, and it just kind of helped a lot, and now here I am.
So do you have a following with Barstool Sports? Like, are you tied in with them, or is it more or less just your own brand and they helped you out, they reposted something and it led to more followers for you?
Yeah, so no, I've actually played in a couple of their Barstool Classic tournaments. But no, I mean, they don't back me or anything. Right. I just kind of, they reposted something, and I'm friends with Riggs, and he liked what I did, and That's awesome. Just kind of happened, yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a good dude.
Very, yes. When you kind of think Barstool, you just think chaos. And it's the total opposite. It's very organized, very well ran, and it's awesome to be a part of.
It's like organized chaos.
Yes, very much so.
You can see that. I can totally see that. I mean, I think Dave Portnoy is an absolute genius. I've said it a million times, even when he's on Fox News talking. I mean, he knows his shit inside and out. So for him, from a business perspective, to be able to build that brand up and to get it to where it is today, you have to be organized.
Yeah. They have it figured out.
There's no way you can do that without having organization in place. And, you know, and I have mad respect for them. I mean, with their Foreplay podcast, that's blown up. Riggs obviously has a huge help in that. It's always cool to see kind of what they're doing. They kind of set the bar a little bit with respect to that social media outlay in terms of the golf world. I think so, at least. But how was it playing in one of their golf tournaments? We've never played. I know they had a couple in Pittsburgh. Our buddy JR played in the one, I think Kevin Kisner came into town.
Well, yeah, Kiz came, but he played with Tango 2 years ago, and those two, it's like oil and water there, so it didn't go well for them. But what was it like?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They're sponsored by Truly, so it was a blast, to say the least. There was a lot going on, but it was so organized that you didn't really even think that it was a Barstool tournament.
Right.
You know, I played in the Chicago one, and then I played the one at Liberty National, and it was just beautiful.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Liberty National. I mean, that's the course. You see the.
Can you get on that?
Man, sounds like he's going to try.
I need a couple
Sounds
calls,
like you're going to try, right?
But no, I mean, that course had to be an experience in itself.
Yeah. We took a ferry over there to the golf course, so it was nice.
So born and raised in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
So are you a Cowboys fan or Sooners? I mean,
Sooners, definitely.
Oh,
I hate
you.
that you said Cowboys first.
Well, I mean, hey, save the best for last. How about that?
Exactly. Yep. No, but I definitely grew up a Sooners fan. And I hate to even say it, but we were really good friends with Eddie Sutton. So we were OSU basketball and OU football. And so it was,
that's like a little backwards, but
I know. Well, good family friends. So we wanted to support him, but definitely didn't have a lot of orange in the closet.
it's like, I'm a Kentucky basketball fan, but I'm a Louisville football fan, right? That's as big of a rivalry as it gets.
Yeah, but the Oklahoma and Oklahoma State play, I think it's one of the best rivalries. But I mean, when Oklahoma plays in football, but when they play Texas,
that's
that's
an experience in itself. If you've never been to a OU Texas game, then you need to go, regardless if you're a fan of either. It's an atmosphere that is just so, there's not even words for it.
Yeah,
not even words.
Well, talking with even Chasin earlier today, I mean, the energy that some of these crowds can put into the atmosphere, so to speak, and the players feed off that. I mean, I could not imagine being on the field playing in a game like that. I asked him, I said, how many plays would I last in the NFL? Kind of laughed.
He gave you a
fair shot.
Yeah, I mean, he gave you a fair shot. It's based on how you want to play, bud. You want to lay down and not get hurt, or you want to get hit? I mean, that's kind of what you want to do.
Yeah.
So your family has which I find very interesting. I'm a little obsessed with meat.
Yeah.
Steaks. You have, is it a farm that you have, or what do you have, your family?
Yeah, so no, we have a Cusack Meat Company. We've been in business since 1933. We just celebrated our 89th year.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
89.
So did your grandfather start it?
It was actually my grandfather's brother. He came over, he started it and decided, no, I'm going to go chase girls. And this here flips you the keys. Here you go. Yeah, so cool, my grandpa took over and my dad bought it in the 70s. And my dad's had it ever since. And I've been helping with marketing and sales and online stuff. And it's been a blast. Yeah, we do all certified Angus beef, hickory smoked turkeys, honey glazed spiral sliced hams, anything you can think of.
So when you say,
I'm gonna give me some of that.
The certified beef, I mean, what's the difference between, does it come with a certification? To me, it's a cow in the field. And I'm not saying, but
right.
You know what I mean? So
if you go to the grocery store, that cow was walking yesterday. If you come to us, we have it aged over 40 days. So that's what that melt in your mouth flavor is going to be. The really nice, tender.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that provides you the liberty to do what you're doing.
Yes.
I mean, you kind of help out in the family business, but at the same time, you can be remote.
Yes.
And work on your brand.
Yeah. So my dad's pretty amazing. He lets me kind of go not into the office every day unless it's November, December. That's our crazy busy times. I'm talking we're working 90 hours a week. It's crazy. I mean, you got to think. We're doing hickory smoked turkeys, honey glazed spiral sliced hams, ribs, brisket, prime rib for all 50 states, Canada, and Puerto Rico.
What kind of damn refrigerator you have?
We have a pretty big one.
I mean, you think about that, bud. It's not like the refrigerator you got in your house. I mean, this is like a walk-in. It has to be huge.
Yeah.
So whenever the cow, you whatever you do with the cow, it passes away, and for 40 days, is that considered dry aged in your mind, or is it dry aged longer than that?
So we're a processing plant, so we don't slaughter. So we don't see and do any of that. So it comes quartered. We cut it up into steaks, age it, and we do wet aging. We don't do dry.
Okay.
What are you doing for the wet aging process, basically?
Is it
just wet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just different rooms. Yeah. You have to make sure it's a certain temperature.
Because Provisions right here, that's where I get all my meat right here on the mountain at Provisions. They do all their dry aging. When you walk in, it's all hanging up. And they do a fabulous job there. That's where they get all their meat from here. So
yeah, but you got me kangaroo from there.
I did for Christmas. Merry Christmas, bud.
But I haven't even eaten it yet.
Because he doesn't want to know if he.
I can't. He's got me kangaroo patties. Have you ever heard of kangaroo patties?
I have never had a kangaroo in my life.
So ostrich, kangaroo. Like I got him a little meat basket.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's still in my freezer.
I don't blame you.
Because he doesn't know what to do with it.
But I don't know the last time anyone's ever said, hey, you want to have a kangaroo burger?
Well,
fair.
Like even in Australia, do they do that?
It's pretty common there, bud.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I apologize.
Regardless, I think that's such a cool process because people don't realize it, like how much it takes to get on your plate. I mean, it's really cool.
I mean, we're federally inspected. So we have to go through so many different laws, so many different HACCP. There's just a day-to-day basis that we have to go through that the average public doesn't understand.
How many employees?
You would be shocked. 12.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Low overhead, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing that affects the bottom line the most.
We have really, really good employees. Everybody that works for us is family, and they've been there longer than I've even been alive.
And that's awesome. But at the same time, you go back to what your dad gives you the ability to do this and come to Nemacolin and see everyone and play golf.
We'll get this thing in here to the golf side of things. So what got you into golf? Because from Oklahoma, I mean, you could be in the fishing, you could be in hunting.
I'm into all of that.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask that, so I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, yeah. I've got my hand into several things.
So, but golf, to come at a young age, was your dad a golfer, family golf? I mean, how'd that happen?
So I am actually an only child, and my dad is my best friend. My mom is my best friend. I love hanging out with my parents, for as crazy as that sounds.
No, that's great.
And so my dad was always out golfing. I always wanted to go see what he was doing. I wanted to go ride in the golf cart. And he goes, you're going to have to, get older one of these days, and you're going to have to start picking up a club and, seeing what this is all about. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try, as I'm playing in the sand traps,
Yeah.
So I kind of got a little bit older. I started taking it a little bit more serious. He got me some lessons. I really liked it. And I got a little bit older. I got into getting with a female coach, which I think for females is the way to go. Just kind of males don't really understand some of the things we got to swing around and got to do. So I was fortunate enough, the college coach where I actually went and played was my private instructor.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I kind of grew up with her. She helped me so much, and she ended up actually taking a job elsewhere, and I still signed with OCU. So I ended up getting another coach, but my dad's the one that got me into it. I love it. They actually did an article about me the first year I played, since I was the very first person to sign at the high school I went for a golf scholarship.
Oh, wow.
And the girl that was interviewing me said, so how long have you been playing golf? And I was like, only about a year and a half. And she goes, have you already beat your dad, who's been playing about 30 years? And I was like, yeah. And he's like just shaking his head. So we're like, well, I'm proud of her.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You had it in you. No, that's the thing about golf is, and you can attest to this, I mean, we could sit here all day and talk theories, talk club path, talk angles, whatever, but you're not going to perfect it.
No.
I mean, and that's what I think for me keeps me coming back, is because I'm that mentality of like, I need to tackle this. I need to do this. But you never will.
Golf is the most humbling sport, I tell people, because you can be on your game, you can go shoot 70, and the next day you're going to go shoot 80.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the dang truth.
Ron knows that better than anyone. So.
Hey.
Yeah, no. So when you go out, I mean, you get to play with any, being where you're from and, kind of your social media presence in terms of the golf world. Have you had opportunities to play with LPGA players or anyone on a PGA tour? I know you did recently a podcast interview with Wyndham Clark.
I did. So I have a Instagram live TV show on Instagram. So I interview country music artists. I do professional golfers, anybody that's about the golf game, just seeing what their life's about. And so I talked to Wyndham the other day. So he actually played golf at OSU, and then he went and played at Oregon. And so we were just kind of talking about the Masters a little bit and how he got started. And it's just kind of fun. I love doing it.
Yeah, it's great to hear other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of what their story is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for you, what's kind of next in your career or in your chase of golf and your business venture in terms of yourself, marketing of yourself? I mean, what do you do to keep growing your brand, so to speak? I mean, you have a boatload of followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure that's a goal of yours, to continue to grow your followership a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. And I would just say content. Get as much content as you absolutely can out there, wherever you are, all the time. You always are going to be having a tripod with your phone and videoing something, just so that your followers can see what you're doing.
Because you basically want them to feel engaged a little bit into
absolutely.
you.
Yeah. And I try to respond to as many comments as I get and many messages as I get, to at least, say, yes, I am up here at Nemacolin. You guys should check it out. I'm in the cigar bar. I'm over in, Falling Rock, where they have absolutely spectacular of everything that you can think of. So I'm always trying to, talk to people.
So how did you get linked up with Nemacolin? That's the real question.
Yes.
Because this is in Farmington, Pennsylvania. This is considered our backyard.
Yeah.
So it's like Oklahoma is a far way from here.
Yeah. So I am on a traveling golf TV show called The Swing Clinic, which shows on Valley Sports. And we did a couple episodes out here showing Mystic and Shepherds. And I guess they liked me well enough. They kept me on as a content creator.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot worse places to be than here, right? I mean,
Oh, I try to go back home and I'm telling people,
They don't understand.
I have had this conversation several times with people. And for as funny as this is about to sound, I say Nemacolin is like Disneyland and Neverland met and had a baby. It's the most magical place on earth.
That's a great analogy.
For as crazy as that sounds.
I could buy that. I mean, my man, he loves it here. I've obviously grown up being around here, and you get to see it now. I mean, the growth that this place has achieved over the last 15 years it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
well, we're gonna have to get her one of these Chasin Birdie Blondales. I put them in the fridge for a little bit. They were a little warm, so we'll see what you think about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well,
Hey, there's not too many golf podcasts out there with their own beer.
Fair. I'm excited to try it.
Can we get
that's fair.
for you? What's the strength of your golf game? You know, if you're in a pressure situation and you're in a little money game, what are you comfortable with?
My driver, my length. So surprising a lot of people with how far I can actually hit my driver. And I feel like that's almost the only thing that I post on Instagram is me hitting a driver. But I love it. I've always been able to be good at it and kind of get away with it.
That's your go-to club. If you had to have a go-to club, it's going to be a driver.
Oh yeah. If you need a girl for a scramble, I get to play at the ladies' tees and I can hit it about like 290.
There you go.
But
We're in.
noted.
Maybe you should take her to the member guest.
Oh,
I mean, damn. Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, my partner might get gout or something in the last minute.
Okay.
sounds like you're out.
You know, we
got gout flare-ups every once in a while, so
we did overcome, and we've talked about this a lot, so you know I'm not going to talk about it, but we did overcome a feat last year and actually won a member guest. It's hard to do because you know we're both zeros, so we're in the first flight, and it's just tough giving away all these shots.
Right.
But, you know, last year we were able to do it. I live in Morgantown, West Virginia, which is not too far from Nemacolin. I'm a member at Pikewood National, which is a top 33 golf club in the country, and also down at Pete Dye Golf Club. I don't know if you had a chance to play either of those, but Pikewood's, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Walking only, but it's meticulous all year round. Pete Dye is, I think, one of Pete Dye's better layout courses that he's done.
Really?
In fact, yesterday I played with a couple guys. One was a Pete Dye architect lover. Like, the guy loved Pete Dye, and he's like, this is by far Pete Dye's best layout. So it's great, but we get after it in the member guests, and that's what golf, I think, when you talk to the regular average golfer, amateur golfer, oftentimes they don't get an inside look into what we see within the golf world, like how fun it is.
Right.
I mean, people who look at golf maybe can compare it to tennis. I would say tennis is, I'm not a tennis player, but I can see if I was into tennis, there's probably fun events. You probably get into double matches. It could be a great time having some drinks, maybe not. But
I like where golf is going, and I feel like it's becoming more of a welcoming sport because golf had such a bad name. It's the stuffy country club vibe, which I'm a member at a country club. I don't have a problem with it. I know when to wear a collared shirt. I know when I can have fun and wear a fun skirt or a fun top. I mean, there's just times and place for it. But I love that now you're wearing a hoodie. This is acceptable to wear on the golf course because it's golf clothes.
right.
Yeah.
And so
it's considered golf now.
yeah. So I love that golf is adapting, even though I feel like it's 20 years behind, it's slowly getting there.
Well, I think too that it's like what you said. It's more fun because you can play the music while you're on the golf course. And I get it. We go to Pikewood National. There's no speakers. There's no music.
Yeah.
I'll respect it. I'm completely fine with it. But you come out here and we can put the music on the golf cart. You can have your shirt untucked. You can have a hat backwards or whatever and play and still enjoy the game of golf and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And expressing yourself. The clothing game right now is absolutely incredible for guys and women to express themselves on the golf course because that's exactly what you're doing. How you dress is who you are.
Right.
I mean, so it's really fun and it's cool to see because you can see when people are trying
Oh, yeah.
to like wear the loud shirt and they got pleated khaki shorts on. Like, but you just wear that shirt because you think it's cool and it's not who you are.
Right.
You got sky blue pants on today, bud, which they look good.
They look good, bud.
I think.
And I got some fresh shoes, and but
I know. I think you guys got a good point there, though, with the whole golf apparel. I mean, Grayson, Holderness and Bourne sponsor the show, and they're coming out with some great collections.
To you, what are you seeing? I mean, again, you have a lot of people following you on social media. What are you seeing? And are people commenting more on certain things that you're posting, or? It
just kind of depends. It depends where I'm at, what I'm doing. I feel like when I'm up here at Nemacolin, everyone loves the way that I express myself in a different way. So I can wear something super funky and have a fun attitude and, twirl my hair on the golf course that I can't do at other places. Mm-hmm. So they love where they have, my personality comes out. So I came up here and I did a fashion show on Saturday with EPC, which is a golf brand that is so fun. They have tulle skirts, and I don't know if you guys know, and I'm going to embarrass myself right now, how I kind of got found out. Oh, you already know the story, I can tell.
I don't.
Kind of how I got found out a little bit on Instagram is, of course, I'm hitting a drive, just bomb it right down the middle, and I have a little fun skirt on, and I shook my butt. It was fun. I hit a good shot. It was great. People freaked out. Loved it. I didn't even realize I did it, and I just posted it, and I just started getting so many comments. Oh my God, it looks like you're having fun. I love that skirt. Do that again. And it just got snowballed about, Taylor, do the wiggle. Taylor, do the wiggle. Now I've been known for the Taylor wiggle. So, yeah. So I'll do videos every now and then where I've got, my little Taylor wiggle. So
Bash, you should do it, but let's see it.
Yeah. Taylor wiggle. I've not seen the Taylor wiggle.
But you got to be in like a fun tulle skirt.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. But
I mean, the social media is so nuts to me. It really is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you can be, I'm saying this in general about people, is that you can be someone that you're really not, right?
True.
And, if you're not the same person that you're on social media, to me, it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Type thing.
And I've met a few people like that, and it's so disappointing. But the best thing is when you meet somebody that you think on social media is that person, and they really are that person.
And it's to a T. And,
yes.
and it makes it for such a smoother transition.
Yes.
I mean, for anything. So, again, the whole social media game is a wild, wild ride to me.
So we have Rachel. She handles our Instagram account. So she creates a post and she'll manage our posts and whatnot. Because, I started to do it when we first started, but it got a little bit too taxing for me. But I always used to laugh at him, which is terrible, because he would like take the photos of something and I'm like, dude, we are not posting that photo. It looks freaking terrible. Like the picture of the hat.
I have no eye.
The picture of the hat next to the color of that carpet. Like, no.
It's their strategy.
It is, but I don't have time for that. Like, I'm just like, all right, let's do it.
But Taylor, he's got ADD. I've known Jonathan. He and I go way back, and we played ice hockey together as little kids. And then, our other best friend played golf with him at Marshall. And then so it kind of all brought it back together again. But he has ADD like no other.
So you guys are very thankful for Rachel.
Mm-hmm. Very thankful.
Very thankful for Rachel. Yeah. The moral of the story is that we are thankful for Rachel.
Yeah.
So do you do all your posts, or do you send them to somebody? How does that work for you?
Yeah, no, I actually do everything. So everything on social media, it's me that you're talking to. It's me that's doing all the posts. For my Instagram Live, my agent does do all of those, graphics and makes all the content, and then she'll send it to me to post. Mm-hmm. But no, it's me that's in charge of everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm in charge of the meat company's social media, and I'm in charge of our other meat company's social media.
Have you ever made a mistake and posted a picture of yourself on the meat company?
No, thankfully, no. Now I'm going to do that. No, I'm not. I've never even thought about that.
Hey, it's an accident.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, we make.
We might get new clients. I mean, we might get people wondering what's going on. So I might need to change it up a little.
Hey. Well, have you posted your family's company on your social at all?
Yeah. We did a giveaway not too long ago for a killer steak package, and it just blew up. So that was really nice. And I posted on stories all the time. I mean, we're always grilling out, doing something at the pool, hanging out, and people are like, dang, where'd you get that? And I'm like, oh, it's my family business. You guys check it out.
That's awesome.
I like smoking meats.
Oh, nice. Hey, we got that too.
I mean, just putting it in there for all day, cracking a couple cold ones, especially in the fall.
So we had Willie Robertson on from Duck Dynasty, and
Okay.
he got Ryan hooked onto the smoker. And I don't even know, do you know how to use it yet, bud, or what?
Yeah, bud. I use it like once a month, once every other month. I think it's awesome.
I don't have patience
No,
for that.
I don't either.
I can't sit there and watch
dude.
this meat. I'm like,
You know, that's
just
the
take it
whole
off.
point. You
Yeah.
don't have to watch it. That's the nice
What if you
thing.
ruin
do
it?
though.
You kind of don't. You kind of don't have to watch it. You basically just watch the thermometer, make sure it stays in,
I can't.
and
I don't have that.
you make sure you
Yeah.
have enough pellets in there, and then it's fine.
Yeah, you're on your
That's
own there.
I'll take it to a grill, bud. And then
Yeah.
guess what? I'll have 2 steaks by the time you get done watching your shit smoke.
Yeah.
So that's nice, buddy. I know it's good though. I'll cook you something up.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Augusta, have
Oh,
you
man.
been?
I have never been. I would love to be. I haven't even got to really watch it this week.
Yeah,
I know that's so sad. I've just been too busy, but it's a special place. I'd love to go.
yeah. It's.
Have you guys been?
2015, Jordan Spieth
2015.
won. Went down on Sunday.
And then I went down. I think the year that Sergio won, I was there on that Sunday. And then when I was in 8th grade, I went with my dad for a couple days of practice round. But it's the same old thing that everyone will say about Augusta is that it's so hilly. It's like, oh, it's so hilly. It is.
Why is there a negative?
Well, because
It's
I think,
Augusta.
I think people have this notion that
It's so flat.
it's in Georgia, right? So it's not, the topography may not align to what you think about it conceptually speaking, but it is extremely hilly.
People
I
don't
mean,
realize,
it's
like, on
18s.
on
Yeah, one.
people don't realize the tee shot, when they're hitting that tee shot, there's actually a crowd walking below them, that there is such a big slope there that people just walk down there and you can't see it from the tee box because it's so. I never knew that until I got there.
Right.
I mean,
Just
and I feel like a lot
crazy
of
shit.
people wouldn't know that.
Yeah, like somebody posted a story the other day of number 18 from the bottom. I mean, it's up there.
oh my God, yeah.
So it's a lot hillier than you think.
Right.
But we're not. It's not like Western PA.
Yeah.
Now, when you're doing your show for Valley Sports, I mean, you get a little nervous? You nervous when you got to hit the ball in front of people or on camera?
The first year that I did it, I was a little nervous, but we had a really good camera crew. Everybody was kind of, just super chill and made me feel very welcome. And it just kind of turned into a family. So I started to ease up, and I was fortunate enough. They brought me back for another year.
Because I always say that, man. You teeing off on the first hole, even when I'm playing in a state event. I mean, the butterflies are going, bud.
The Wendy's tour.
Yeah.
You get nervous in the Wendy's tour or what?
I mean, first tee, yeah, damn, I do. Absolutely. I'd be nervous on the first tee if we went out today and played.
But don't you love it? Aren't you super competitive?
Yeah,
Doesn't that
you
what
love
make
it.
you come back?
Oh, I'm addicted
Well,
to
because
it.
then you know how
That's
to
partly-
handle it the next time.
Exactly.
It's partly the problem, but the point being is it always comes back there, especially right out the gate.
Right.
No, yes. Golf, I'm in love with golf. I wish I could marry you, golf.
Right? So
Golf.
well, you're I would say she's our first social media guru that we've had on. Really, I mean, she's the only one that we've dealt with.
Second female we've had on. Which I
Second
think
female.
Oh,
Which the
nice.
first one? Do you know our first one? Have you been studying us? First one, you got to guess. Come on,
You're going to put me on the spot here. I don't even know.
Annika Sorenstam.
No way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we had her on, and we have Taylor Cusack on.
I
So
love it.
social media. If there was one thing about social media that you could change, being that you're on it as much as you are and you have as many followers as you have,
Mhm.
what would you change?
I would,
Direct messages.
the hidden messages that you read.
But just wait. We're getting to that.
Okay. If I could change it in a perfect world, I would say for people to be a lot more kind. There is a lot of trolls out there that will say so much crap behind a screen, and then you'll meet them and you'll call them out on it, and they are so scared
Yeah.
and have no earthly idea.
Well, because they're sitting in mom's basement.
Exactly. But I mean, hey, we don't live in a perfect world, and people are the way they are, and it's sad. But
That is
you
one
move
thing
on.
that's very difficult. I have my son turns 5 on Monday, but I have a 5-year-old son. And every day I drop him off to school, I tell him, I say, hey, have a good day and be kind to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy. It's much harder to be mean in this world
Oh,
than
yeah.
it is nicer.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot harder to be mean.
And in the beginning of whenever I first kind of got into social media, I would read every single comment and I would critique myself and I would wonder, okay, well, maybe I need to have my hair darker, or I need to wear a different outfit, or I need to look a certain way. And then I realized, like, after the first 6 comments, like,
Who cares?
I'm fine just the way I am. It's
Amen.
you that's the problem, not me.
And honestly, as long as you're happy in your life, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I don't care what this yo-yo over here thinks about me.
Right.
And he doesn't care what I think about him.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it's a perfect friendship.
That's right, bud. I love you, buddy. But no, it's true. I mean, I would say to your point, yeah, you probably could sit there and overanalyze. Should I post this?
Thankfully, I outgrew that, and I am so confident I don't have any problems.
Well,
Amen.
You talk to a lot of these professional athletes that are in big markets, and you ask them, like, hey, I don't even pay attention to it. They don't even read the social media. They don't even do any. They basically have it because their agent wants them to have it, or it's for their foundation or whatever. But it's one of those things that it's like, I don't even pay attention to that. And that's where you have to have social media and not look at the outside. So we have a mutual friend, and he'll really appreciate this conversation that we're about to have. Our man, Ian Archer Patrick. Sorry, it's changed.
IP Caters.
So tell us a little bit about how you guys met, because he's the best.
Ian's great. Yes. So I was actually out at the PGA show, my very first time ever. I'm playing Grand Cypress, and I'm on the last hole. I don't know. I probably have maybe 120 yards, 130 yards in. No big deal, right? And I just straight yank it into the next left green when I'm going way right. There's about 6 people putting, and I am mortified, yelling 4. And there's about 100 people up at the clubhouse watching this happen. And the guy that I'm playing golf with is like, you're going to have to go over there and do the little walk of shame and go pick up your ball and apologize. And I'm like, oh, man, so embarrassed. So we get up there, and I've got my head down like, oh, my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I almost killed you. And they're like, no, don't worry about it. We all follow you on Instagram. No big deal. We've followed you throughout the day. Know you're here. No biggie. I'm like, well, I almost just took out one of you guys. And they're like, no, don't worry about it. Come to our booth tomorrow, and we'll hang out. And I'm like, okay. Don't think anything of it. Next day I'm at the PGA show. I show up at the Bettinardi booth, and Ian's there, and he's like, hey, here you go. Here's your new Queen Bee. I'm like, what? He goes, here's your new putter. I'm like, I almost killed you, and you're giving me a putter. And he's like, yeah, use it well.
Bettinardi probably didn't even know he gave it away.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny enough, Bettinardi's a sponsor of the show as well, so we'll get into that with the tap-in segment. But Ian Patrick, he's the best. I mean, what's up, girl? I mean, he's just so happy. There is not a bad day in Ian Patrick's life. He's celebrating his 50th birthday next year, which is crazy to me because I've known him since Marshall University days. And
yeah, he looks like he's 19.
Yeah, he looks like he's 19. He lives like he's 19.
Lives like he's 19 too,
but he's the best, and he means well. So it's just such a small world, the golf world. And I guess you can say the social media world is a tight-knit community because let's be honest with you. Yeah, we're here because of Nemacolin and the golf world and everything, but also Ian Patrick kind of was that little bridge to us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you probably want to talk to us if we just messaged you, but the fact that you knew that we were with Ian, it kind of, here we are.
The ice a little bit.
Yeah.
We got in with Taylor Cusack.
Love it.
And we couldn't be happier.
Ian, I'll send you a sleeve of Slazenger golf balls, bud. Thank you.
Yeah, bud. I got the room next year at Pinehurst. Relax. We get a Pinehurst every year. So,
dude. So Ian Patrick always. This story is funny. So he's like a pig in shit, right? He's happier than a pig in shit. So Ian Patrick, he tells Bash, I'm gonna pick up the room this year, Thursday to Sunday at Pine Needles, where the Women's Open is this year, and my dad gets 2 free rooms and. A night, and he goes over to the girl and he says, hey, Ryan Bashauer's room, put my 2 free nights for the year on them. So you go over to Ian. I said, hey, bud, you got 2 free nights. He said, well, goddamn. He said, this chip got it much better. I'll buy you guys beers tonight. Yeah. So he was all excited.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know that he buys beers. I don't know if he bought you a beer. He might have bought me one. Speaking of beers, so you get out on the course. I mean, you cracking beers. You're going to have a Truly. You're going to have a High Noon.
I'm curious about this Chasin Birdies one.
Well, I think we're going to pull one out of the fridge right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm usually playing golf in Oklahoma, and it is so hot. If you're not drinking water, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
So I'm usually either drinking water or, maybe a Truly, maybe a High Noon.
I think High Noons are great, and I don't drink.
Maybe this new blonde ale.
Yeah. I think you're going to like it. The moment of truth here, everybody, for y'all listening out there, Taylor Cusack here on Chasin Birdies there it is. Cracked open a Chasin Birdies blonde ale from LinksBrewing in Pittsburgh.
Cheers.
Today.
Thanks for coming on from Oklahoma.
Yeah. Third sip.
I think I'm going to just finish the whole thing.
Yeah, there you go. One taste, everybody knows the rules, right? There you go.
It's really good. I like it.
So we'll be crushing these
Very
all day.
light.
Yeah, it is. That's what we wanted.
It's a golf beer. Ooh.
Everybody hear that? Jeff over there at LinksBrewing, I hope you heard that from our friend Taylor Cusack. It's a golf beer. Thank you.
No, that's exactly what we wanted is a cool, light, crushable beer that...
Is that like is this how you crack your beer with that, like on the side?
Heck yeah.
People
Do you not?
No.
No, we just cracked
Is that an Oklahoma thing?
That's
we
an
crack
Oklahoma
it straight
thing, girl.
back and forth.
Oh, no. You have to put it sideways.
Yeah, I've never done that ever.
Really?
Some people take it off.
What's that? Yeah, because you count your beers at night. That's what I do. I want to see how many beers at night I drink, so I put them in my pocket.
I've never twisted it to the side. But
What's the side?
Well, what if you put it down? And then you get up and you walk away and then you try to pick up that one. Well, no, mine's the one sideways.
Yeah, but what if we all did that?
Well, then don't do that. That's my thing.
But we were in Oklahoma.
That's fair. Well, then you're going to have to get a different color koozie.
I'm going to keep it up.
There you go. Just be different.
But no, I think it's a great crushable beer on the course. I don't drink much on the course unless I'm going out for emergency nines. But you know, we'd like to have a little something.
Yeah, it's a good beer. I like it. It's a blonde ale.
So what do you think about playing a few holes after the podcast?
I think I'm up for it.
Yeah?
I got the clubs in the truck.
Who you got your money on?
Oh.
Wait, who's the match?
Well, who's the match? I mean, Mr. Neil Walker just walked in, so we could do a little...
Oh, I like it.
We could do a Ryan Bashauer, Jonathan Pepe versus Taylor Cusack in Neil Walker.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, if he could swing. He just has shoulder surgery.
No, bad back surgery.
Oh, back surgery.
So
he just walked in. So yeah, what did you guys just get me into?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
just
tough shit, Taylor. Good luck.
Great.
No, but I didn't know. She was telling me about the range. I didn't know they had TrackMan on that range, like all over.
Here?
Yeah.
Bud, wake up.
It's Nemacolin. They have the best technology.
Everything. How was your TrackMan working, bud? Let's talk about that.
Ooh.
I'm not happy with it. I got to be honest with you people out there at Bushnell. And I know it's probably me improperly using it.
User error.
But at this point in time, I'm not. In fact, I'm so over it after owning it for 2 weeks that I haven't even charged it back up. It's dead.
You live so close to Nemacolin. Come to the Golf Academy. Use the correct technology. Get your game in order.
I know, girl. I know.
What are you thinking?
So are you going to be joining us in August for the concert or what?
Oh, you know it.
All right, good. We got Colt Ford, Matt Stell, Josh Miranda.
Matt's a golfer.
Yeah, he's a golfer. We're playing
Yeah, we had Matt on the show. You know Matt? Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Muirfield Village. We're playing with Matt. And then but then we got, I think, Mitchell Tenpenny's coming as well.
Okay.
And George Burge.
Oh, what a country concert. That's going to be a blast.
So we're going to have that and some hockey players here.
Okay.
And
August 14th to the 16th.
Us three should be emceeing it, right? But
August what?
14th to 16th.
My birthday is August 17th. So we are going to have a
Whose
great
birthday?
time.
I think someone else's birthday is right on there. I think it might be Colt's.
How old?
Don't even ask a girl.
What?
How
Don't
old
ask
are
a
you going to be?
girl
What is the
that.
matter with you?
I mean, you are.
I'm going to be 21.
That's what I was thinking.
22.
I figured I was giving you a beer that I was going to be worried about, having to supervise this session here.
Oh, you'll be fine.
All right, happy birthday, early birthday.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, we can do a
In
birthday
a couple
shoot.
months.
Birthday show we can do with her.
Love it.
So do you want to roll this over to our tap-in segment, which is brought to you by Bettinardi Golf? And these are going to be the only real questions we have in this podcast, and it's just quick-witted answers. Worst DM you ever received?
Like negative or funny?
Let's do both.
Okay. I would say the weirdest, funniest was I will pay you $5,000 to punch me in the face.
What?
Did you do it?
I didn't know where he lived. I'd be like, you going to fly here? What's going on?
Nemacolin. We should do that.
Can it be supervised? Can you guys be here?
Tom Smith. We'll have that at the concert. We'll bring that yo-yo in. Let him pay her $5,000 to punch her.
Like it. People are weird.
What?
Dude, and he I'd love to get in your DMs just scroll.
Wait, this guy, he can't help himself. Like, he will send me screenshots of people that send us stuff, which is nothing, but sometimes they're kind of funny. And then he'll write back to them like with an attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, buddy, what are you talking about? You want to go peg it up? And then I'm like, dude, we can't, it's kind of funny.
Hey, bud.
I wouldn't say that, but he can't help himself.
All right. Favorite golf destination?
Nemacolin. Obviously.
I mean,
Bingo.
It is.
I mean, we've got 2 Pete dye designs. There's nothing better.
It's incredible. I mean, I like the cigar bar personally as my golf destination.
Get out of here. I mean, you can't beat it. They're always changing up something. They're always, making it a little bit more difficult, but a lot more fun.
Yeah, Mystic's a gem.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do outside of golf?
Ooh. I love fishing.
Yeah.
I love fishing. Bass fishing.
I just went fishing this past weekend, trout fishing with my son. I don't know who is more out of sorts, the fish that came out of the water or me, because I mean, I love fishing, but the whole camping thing, I can't do. I didn't shower from Friday to Sunday. Like that's to me that I'm out.
But that's like me every other week.
But fishing, I like.
Yeah, you go out, you have a couple hours of fun, and you go home and you go shower.
I went all weekend.
Oh, see, yeah, no, we don't do that in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
You have one steak to pick for the rest of your life. What cut are you going with?
Certified Angus beef fillet.
Filet.
6, 8, or 10, or 12?
8. Oh gosh, I would 8 ounce.
8 ounce in a doggy bag.
What condiments are you putting? Mushrooms, onions, blue cheese. What are we doing on the steak, or just plain?
Oh, salt and pepper. You'd ruin it. You can have some. We can have some sides. It's perfect the way it is.
You want to see a steak that I cooked the other night?
Yeah.
Okay. I took a picture of it. I was so happy. Look at this.
Oh, that's perfect.
Good.
The little sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, anyways, and my last thing. I think this is really important because now I have a daughter and I'm responsible for a female. Taylor, your young self. What would you tell her?
For social media or for just growing up?
In general, and growing up.
Don't care what anyone thinks and do whatever you want and be whoever you want to be. And be confident. Yeah.
That's Chasin Birdies right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's kind of hard to grasp. I wish I could go back and tell my younger self that and, give advice to a younger girl. But they just have to go through it and they have to live it. And they're going to come up with the same thing going back, looking forward to.
Well, now these kids really suffer from anxiety. Because of social media.
Exactly, social media. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, the social media trolls, people are mean. People
it's sad.
But,
it's sad.
As long as you can just read it, put it out of your head, and just keep doing what you're doing, you're good.
I love it, Taylor.
Taylor, thank you so much for coming on Chasin Birdies. Make sure you go follow Taylor they probably already follow you, but at Taylor Cusack on Instagram. I want to look at your DMs, so I just want to see what these guys.
We can go through it right now.
What these weirdos say to you. I would love it. I mean, I would laugh so hard.
But he'd probably get mad.
Probably one of my favorites. I didn't mention this, other than the punch me in the face one, is this guy over. And looking back, I'm so glad that I never did it. Of course, I wouldn't, but it sounds so creepy. Lives over in Turkey. Wants to fly his private plane over and come pick me up.
Is this the Twitter swindler or whatever it is?
You never know. I mean,
this could have been him.
Probably. Just a whole nother level. Come pick me up and, we'll get married and we'll do this and I'll take care of you for the rest of your life. I'm like, from just my pictures, you want to get married and take care of me the rest of my life?
Tinder swindler.
Game on.
Sorry, that's what it was. I said Twitter swindler.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Guys are crazy. Moral of the story, guys, live your life, be yourself, and be kind to everyone. Taylor, thank you so much. We're going on the simulator right now to play a little golf.
I got a long drive contest.
It's Taylor. You're going to lose that. I've seen it. And it's Taylor, Mr. Neil Walker, who has part of a back versus Bash and I.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking. Yeah, look at that swing.
Oh, that's my Irish get up.
Taylor's got a post with her Irish Pub Society song going. Oh, we're going to get after it now.
All right, boys.
Long drive. Taylor, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate it. Hey, man. Good job, bud.
Hey, good interview for you there, Pub.
I mean, the whole thing about the meat factory there, it was a great question you asked her. She likes the filet, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more of a ribeye, but hey, each their own, right?
You were, dying to see the DMs that she gets.
I was trying to see the DMs that Taylor receives on a daily basis, and I got to see a couple, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I mean, it was like...
Yeah, you wanted the good stuff.
I wanted to see what some of these weirdos are sending out there, and apparently they just get filtered out. But she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is.
We loved having her on.
Sweet gal. Thank you, Taylor. You were awesome. It was kind of funny though, at the PGA Championship, she ran into our buddy Josh Miranda, and she met Josh Miranda at Nemacolin for the Masters party.
Yeah,
and
we can't thank Nemacolin enough for being a partner of Chasin Birdies and Taylor Cusack. So make sure you go check them out on Nemacolin.com. Book your summer stay. Again, August 14th to 16th. We're having a party with some country singers, and actually Josh Miranda is going to be there as well. Holt Ford, Matt Stell, list goes on. So check them out, and I believe Taylor's even going to be there too.
Taylor, yeah. So for you guys out there on Instagram, Facebook, look her up. Taylor Cusack, Cusack on Instagram, and I'm sure she has Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but so I can't really tell you if she does or not. But great girl, great time. Thank you again, Taylor, for coming on here. And our next drop, buddy, it's been long overdue, and I think we have to respond now to the crowds out there, right?
Yeah, the banner sessions have been notably some of our biggest episodes. People like it, kind of get to show us going back and forth a little bit. So without further ado, we're going to drop a banner session next.
We got to drop a banner session.
There's going to be a lot of content that we dropped from this weekend.
Yep. Yeah, the member guest recap's going to be in full play for the banner session that comes out here on Chasin Birdies for our next drop. And by the way, you and I did something great the other night. We got on Instagram Live a little bit, and it was fun to see. It did feel good, man. People like that shit.
It was good seeing some of the old faces, new faces getting on, commenting. Yeah, and make sure you go over to chasinbirdies.com. We just loaded up the new hats from Puka. So we have about 6 to 7 different colors, and I just got a notification that our next hats are en route to us from Puka.
Well, hey, guys.
That's nice, guys. So how about you go buy them so we can put these ones on?
Summer headwear with Chasin Birdies on chasinbirdies.com for the Puka headwear. Those hats are dynamite. I know we have a former guest that loves wearing his. You have one on right now, bud. And it looks great.
Yeah, a former guest. He's battling it out in the playoffs still. Mr. Vincent Trocheck is with the Carolina Hurricanes, and they're hopefully making a long push to, a few days before we leave for Ireland. He swears by this hat. He loves it.
Well, listen, guys, we appreciate y'all listening to our episode here on Chasin Birdies. I hope you enjoyed Taylor Cusack. My man, you got anything else you want to throw out there? I'm really excited to go play with you today, buddy.
Dude,
it's been a while. It's been like a week.
Chest bumps, high fives.
Boom. We get to see
head
our
rubs.
buddies, beat-cats, and tango, and muscles.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, again, at Chasin_Birdies, like it, love it, share with your friends, tell the good word, like us on Facebook, and again, thank you all for tuning in. I mean, we haven't taken a week off as far as an episode. Every other week we have not taken off, and we're just trying to bring some good content to your ears, some laughs, and thank you for supporting us. But I really need you to go support us on the website and buy a few hats because that's where the support
is. Really anxious about these hats, guys. Hey, thank you all again for listening. Thank you to Simpler Media and Evo for you guys putting this thing together. Rachel London, Jacqueline, for all your social media help. You guys have a great, fabulous Thursday, great weekend. Keep chasing.